5,
Welcome
4,
in, everybody.
8,
We are live.
7, 6, 5,
That guy, Joe. What's going on, Joe?
5, 7, 6, 2,
Hoosier.
8,
What'd it do? Rattle can.
46, 2,971,
I don't know what you want from me, world.
14.
There you go. And then I'm going to put this over here. Create. There we go. Then I bring up my YouTube chat because I want you all to make sure you're feeling properly, what is it?
You know what I want from you, Chris?
Efficient. There you go. Or loved. That's what I'm looking for.
You know what I want from you,
What
Chris?
do you want from me, Jason?
More cowbell.
No. More cowbell? What do you
More
mean?
cowbell. We need a
No.
cowbell.
No, we do not need a cowbell.
First, we can't have a judge's gavel. Now we can't have a cowbell. Enemy of fun proven right here, live stream.
It's too
Yay
much.
or nay?
It's too
Those
much
of you who
power.
are early risers, enemy of fun or not? X up in chat if enemy of fun.
It's too much power.
It's too much power.
I agree with you. let me make it clear. I agree with you. We should have those things.
It's
but
too much power,
we shouldn't have those things.
right?
We
I don't think
should
it's.
have
I think he's.
them.
I think he's enemy of fun.
We need those things.
I was just saying numbers. Yes, he does the countdown when we go into the show. He goes 3, 2, but he changes it up all the time. Like I'll come stand here at the desk and he'll go 3, 2, and then the stream will be on. And I'll be like, I wasn't even done. Whatever I was doing.
What's going on, everybody?
Chris has a noise machine doohickey. He has a lot of them.
I do.
But for some reason, no cowbell or judge's gavel.
I can't do those.
It was your idea.
I know it is. I agree with you. We need those things. It's too much power for us to have. See what I'm saying?
We run this joint.
For example,
We are the power, Chris.
we need to have
Chris, we are the power.
we need to have candy or fun things or whatever, but we shouldn't. Right?
You don't need candy.
You don't need candy.
You need cowbell.
Well, that's I think where we need to figure that out.
I think
Because
that's where we need to
do we
figure that
need
out.
it? Do we? What's going on, everybody?
I feel like in life there are certain things,
Hmm.
call it a bucket list of things that you need. And in that bucket list, down around line 2,491,
Uh-huh.
cowbell.
That's pretty far down there.
That doesn't matter. It's not a numeric list of priorities or importance. They're all needs.
What's number one on the needs list, though?
air?
Air. Okay. Well, there you go. Okay. I'll make it happen. You heard it here, folks. Clip it. Judge's gavel coming.
We run Bartertown.
Gotcha. Gotcha, Caspa? Gotcha, Caspa?
Just snapped your needle. What? Oh, snapped the nozzle. Oh, broke it off in the thing. Yeah. What? Having a bad day. You just snapped your nozzle. That sucks. Was wondering what causes air to leak out of the compressor,
Oh.
which
interesting.
seemed to resolve itself,
Hmm.
and air on pushing out paint without releasing paint on the airbrush. Air on, paint comes out, but you're not pulling back for paint. Is that what I'm hearing? I'm hearing there's a bunch of disparate things here. So first, sorry you broke your nozzle. That sucks. Air to leak out of the compressor, which resolves itself, is typically done where the hose connects is loose. And as you move the hose, it just happens to tighten the connect just back enough or tweak the connect to where it doesn't. When it gets loose, if you jiggle the connection, right, then it can let air out. If your compressor has an 1/8 inch connector. If it's not, if it's a 1/4 inch, like a heavy duty compressor connection, then that's not. But it could be where the hose screws into the connector, right? The last one I can't see because Chris scrolled past it.
What? What did I scroll past?
The question I was answering.
No, that was it.
No, it says an air on pushing out without paint. Put air on pushing out paint without a brush.
Got it. Air to leak out of it.
So paint's coming out of the airbrush. Are you pushing the button for air? Is that what I'm hearing? If you're pushing the button for air and paint is coming out, your needle isn't seated in the nozzle properly. Your needle isn't pushed forward far enough. So it's not sealing the nozzle because the nozzle's just an opening. It takes the needle to go in the opening to seal the opening. Don't clip that. That was not a birds and bees lesson, but it's the same thing. First the mixer, now the stream. What do you do?
What are you talking about?
Why is Chris fired?
What do you mean the mixer?
He's done good today.
We've done something.
Super Duper goes, are we in high school again?
Are we? I'm so confused. They're still on YouTube? What? We need to start over. Everybody calm down.
Welcome, everybody.
Start your questions immediately now. We just started stream.
Welcome, everybody.
I'm stuck in ads, so I'm going to have to rewind and hear response.
Oh, no.
No.
Ad hell.
Freaking Twitch stream
Ad
drop.
hell.
What do you... No, we're still live. We got it here. Maybe it's your... Yeah, we're still live. No drop
Exactly
frames.
0% drop frames. You
It's
are
Twitch.
the problem. I'm going to do some of this.
That's Dark Sea Ben.
Dark Sea Betty. Ram-a-lamb.
Chris and Jason sitting at Universal Epic only got a moment for keeping streak. You had a single second of disconnect, Chris. Thank you, Avian. Keep us on track. And by us, I mean Twitch. Not sure what happened to Twitch, but
That's a lot of paint, more than I need.
Maybe it was everybody.
But I put it in there anyway.
What's going on, everybody?
We're
all here.
This is what we do.
And if you're not here, welcome back.
This is how
Hey, General Ginkgo. 24 months. There's my favorite joke in Chris. Hey, General Ginkgo.
Special sauce.
What's this?
Special sauce. The liquid of the gods. Womp.
Yeah, you guys, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody got disconnected from Twitch. Go call your congressman.
Liquid of the gods.
Tell them they need to get their crap together.
Get your crap together.
Dark Sea Bend and Secret Sauce. Hi, everyone. Have just started streaming tonight. Hey, nice. Papa Chicken says, out of all the Monument Hobby streams that I've watched right now, this
is one of them.
Hobby stream is my favorite. You know what? Thank you.
Out of all the Monument Hobby streams I've watched today, my favorite.
I was going to try to come up with a silly quip or pun, but you know what, Papa Chicken? Thank you. Shout out to Papa Chicken. He's been posting his stuff on Base Layer. And your Battletech, Papa Chicken, shout out to you. I love it. You did a great job. They're very fun.
I mean, if you're into that.
Workup approved.
If you're into that.
Workup approved.
Approved.
And it's...
All right, man.
All
right, bro.
Did you just call me man?
All right, man.
All right, man.
All right, man. Enough of that.
Jason.
Enough of that nonsense.
Question for Jason, okay. Hey, Awkwardish. Hey, thank you, Raiders. Welcome in, Awkwardish. Thank you for that raid.
Enough of that nonsense. On to the real show.
Jason, can you come down a little bit?
No, this monster's huge.
Well, let me push out then. There we go.
Yeah, why don't you punch out?
I mean, you're just a little up there on the screen.
Why don't you punch out, Chris?
I did. Oh, you're just going for it here, dude. You're just flying.
Liquid, baby. Put the liquid on the model. Just do it. Don't worry about it. Just bathe it in the liquid.
What's going on, Awkwardish Raiders? Thank you so much.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Oh.
Or it gets the hose. We probably should just hose this on here, believe it or not.
Oh, Jason, why don't you punch out Chris? No, he's not going to punch me. That would be illegal.
There are occasions.
What if you... No, never mind.
I'm a protected class.
I know you are. It's unfortunate.
You, unfortunately, are not.
Chris, you should get those joystick-controlled cameras. Yeah, super duper.
Who's
going to do that?
Years I've been telling him.
L Fire Spray, what's going on?
Open up the coffers.
You want to open the coffers?
Give the man PTZs for every occasion.
Canon has an amazing PTZ
You get
system.
a PTZ. You get a PTZ.
We could do that.
Everybody
Jason.
gets a PTZ.
All right, you heard him. Add it to the list. Add it to the buy, sell list. That's my broker talk there for you, chat.
He does
my
that
Wall
every now
Street.
and then.
Buy,
It
buy,
makes me-
sell, sell.
It makes me laugh. 'Cause it just comes out of nowhere when he does that normally. Buy, sell.
Buy. I've always told to buy high and sell low.
That's the way you get,
Broke?
broke. That's the way to get broke. That's the way to invest. That's like saying that Warhammer is an investment.
I think it is.
Well, I mean...
Wait a second. Well...
You just said buy high, sell low, so of course you do.
Well, wait a second. You think Warhammer is an investment?
No.
Your models?
Not at all.
Oh, they're an investment.
Well, I mean, you invest time in them.
Yeah,
They're a time sink.
That's an investment. I'm just being silly, I guess. Because I think I'm invested in my models.
Oh.
I'm invested.
I see where this just went.
That's what
I'm not invested in my hobby at all.
I'm
not
invested.
at all.
Papa Chicken says, this feels like an occasion for the good old-fashioned dip method. Why aren't you dipping? Dip.
Are
need a
you
bucket.
recognizing the size of this model? Maybe I'm missing something. Or is
What
your
day-
camera not tuned right?
What day is it, Jason?
What would I dip this in? A 5-gallon bucket of paint?
Actually, that would be kind of fun to dump it in Noosh. Well, no, you would need a lot of
Should I
other
just go get
paint.
a 5-gallon bucket of poly shades?
We could just go to Home Depot.
Yeah. They only sell that by the pint, by the way, I think.
Yeah.
So it'd be...
I think they do sell it in gallons. I think.
Huh?
Certain colors, I think they do sell in gallons.
Of poly shades?
I think so.
Seriously?
The popular colors, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not.
Well, if we got 5, we should try that.
Mr. Dutch says, how would you do a bright lime-esque green fabric? Want to do some Arabic-style minis with a very punchy green-white combo, but I'm not sure how I go about it. Bright yellow-green. One of my favorite colors, by the way.
Well, didn't he say lime?
Lime-esque.
Lime is not very yellow.
Ooh, really?
I mean,
I guess my mind goes
one
right
of the
there.
things that we make as a misnomer, that when you look at a lime, it's a deep green. It can have some yellow on it, where it depending on its ripeness. But the when people say lime green, are you talking about the interior of the lime?
That's a good point.
What's the color of this lime?
That's a great point, Jason.
I would ask because I'm getting a neat green here by bright jade with golden yellow over the top. So you can get some neat things to happen if you don't want a just plain green. You want to have a green that, has some depth to it. Then yellow and turquoises, yellow and jades, things like that can do really cool colors. But if you just want a regular lime green, like a punchy lime green, bright pale green and black green mixed together do a very good job of taking you from dark to bright by using that combo. Do that. That's not going to have much yellow in it. So that's the determination you're going to have to do is, do you want it to be more yellow or
right? Sissy
more
Farmer.
green?
Do we know the real name for secret sauce yet, or secret sauce the real name? Sissy Farmer.
The medium is called secret sauce or special sauce. We did that. Crowd pleaser. And the roar, the crowd goes wild.
The old special sauce. Jason, have you ever added
No.
Zenithal highlights after the base coat?
Yes. If you want to continue layering with white to get punchier colors, you can do a airbrush overspray to reset your values. Most certainly. You see it used most when doing like brighter colors like red. Sometimes you've seen me do it to where I'll spray a zenithal of either a yellow or a pinkish color or something like that over the top of a base coated model. And it will wind up giving you a really cool...
Carl Duty says, I have to paint water on a base. What wisdom can you impact and impart to someone who has never painted water before?
When you say, like, what is the water? Is it an effect, like a resin, or is it just hard, opaque plastic that you want to paint to look like water? If it's a see-through resin, that you're planning on doing, I say always add the color to the resin as you pour it. Gives you a better depth. But if you are just painting opaque plastic and you want it to look like it has water going on, that's a different story. Then I have lots of other questions. I always have lots of questions, don't I?
You do.
Nothing's easy with me. People just come here and they just want to know how to paint. They want it to be easy. And I just complicate things by asking all the questions. I'm sorry, chat.
You don't need to be...
I will try to be better.
Carl Duty says resin effect. Molded into the base.
Resin effect that's molded into the base? Oh,
Yeah.
so you're not pouring the resin. It's just already there, clear resin on the base? That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's think about this. If you were here, I don't know if you were here yesterday, but Treebeard's model was all clear resin models.
Yeah.
Or clear plastic models of some sort, right? And he went over them with transparent paint. So you can do that. You're not, for water, you're not just going to hit it with blue. That looks lazy. You want to be able to mix colors, but you could take like transparent blue and green and get a nice hue that would be good for water. And then paint over the transparent plastic with that. The nice thing there is that it's going to still give you pretty good depth, but the problem is that water really wants to be at different colors at different depths. So I don't know, like, is it just a shallow puddle? Is it, that all then has a...
It seems like everybody's saying that Twitch is having a problem.
The ingest server is...
Yeah, YouTube is
messing
not.
up.
Maybe I'm going to just toggle this and see what happens.
Toggle what?
Our Twitch seemed to turn off, but let me toggle it back on. Maybe not on our end. Interesting. Sorry, chat. We're still live on YouTube, so maybe I need a refresh. From YouTube, advice on painting Afro-American skin. I've just started a bust of Jimi Hendrix and would love to know some tips. Ooh, good question.
So starting with something like black brown as your base rather than like dark flesh or shadow flesh is always the easiest beginner point.
Yeah.
But then what you want to do is you want to be able to mix in colors like shadow flesh. Advanced flesh tone is a great one that you can mix in to the black brown. So the way I do it is I constantly go back to black brown. So black brown is kind of my base, and I just will continue to mix other flesh tones into black brown. That's the way. And then I will stop when, you're painting Jimi Hendrix, so you have reference pictures that you can go for. So you just stop when you get it to that brightness that you want. And then you start making determinations like, do you want a yellow glow, warmth to like the forehead and things? Because it's just like normal skin. It's going to wind up with, or like any skin, not normal. But any skin that you paint is going to have to adhere to the light in the environment. And so you start asking yourself, do you have a yellow light? Like, is he out in sunlight? Is it in a concert hall where you want some blue lights or something from the stage lighting? And then you can add those in as kind of a final step over your base layers. It's very difficult because I don't have anywhere on this high spot to rest my fingers to get in and do these details. So
I do like Dark Sea Ben. Are you doing more of a darkish green for this, like bone? I guess I assume this looks like bone in my eyes.
It's like chitin. It's like Tyranid armor.
Yeah,
stuff,
that's what it is. It's like a exoskeleton. Buzz.
Yeah, I try to teach people all the time. It doesn't matter what skin you're painting. They're all the same in terms of coloring that you use.
Yeah.
You just have to know how to layer your darkness, your dark and bright tones.
Yeah.
To get it to come out the way you're looking for. African style skin tones start darker, end less bright. but use the same colors throughout the transition. Black brown you can use on Caucasian flesh. You just don't leave a lot of it showing. It just becomes a deep shadow. And then you go black brown, shadow flesh, tan flesh, peach flesh, or olive flesh as a highlight, and that can be your skin tone workup. And you're just, as you move and do lighter skin tones, you just leave more of the light color showing. And as you do darker skin tones, you use less of the light color, leave more of the dark color showing. But you can have the exact same colors be your workup for every nationality of skin. Or it doesn't matter. It's pretty amazing when you start studying skin tones and you look and you find out that they all have the same colors in them.
Yeah.
You know, even African skin tones have got some pink in them. You know, more prevalent when you get towards more flush areas, or like the palm of the hands, bottom of the foot in some instances, earlobes, things like that. There might be specific parts of the body that tend to trend lighter just naturally. But overall, you can use all the same colors.
And then what about black brown instead of dark flesh?
That's what I said, black brown. I didn't say dark flesh, did I?
I don't think so. Yeah, like I think he was
black.
Just
I said
talking
black
about
brown.
That. Yep, I think he was just talking about that.
Dark flesh is a little red, but you can mix dark flesh in with black brown to do even darker skin tones, right? That can be your next move up from black brown, is dark flesh, because that will give you a little bit of that reddishness, a little bit of that, you know, pink red that flesh needs to feel alive. The thing you want to stay away from is using like black brown into other browns, right? You want to put flesh tones in it because you want to bring life into the model regardless.
Oh, Black saying, why black brown instead of dark flesh?
Dark flesh is too red.
Yeah, okay.
Too red to be the base tone in most cases. If you were going to go back and shade it with something else, then dark flesh could be good. But in typical, you know, painting like we do or like we teach around here, I think starting with black brown is going to be your better bet. Then add in the flesh tones to that, because that sets you up with a nice shadow. Whereas black is too neutral. It's not a good shadow for flesh. We typically want to go over all skin tones with something other than, you know, or with something that leaves it to where you're just not dealing with a black shadow.
Yeah.
Whereas black with other colors on other components looks good because you don't have blood pumping under the veins. Skin is technically translucent. And so black doesn't work as great for that, because fat and muscle and blood and all the things underneath the skin want to have a more nuanced shadow. But dark flesh, I think, is too red. Dark flesh might be good to do, and then do advanced flesh tone into dark flesh for like Middle Eastern. More of those kind of sun-kissed brown skin tones. South American, you could get away with that, where you have a little bit more pinkishness in the overall tone of skin. But again, play around with it. Like I said, it is really, I get used to just doing black brown as a base, and then how much of the black brown I show changes model to model. I might show less black brown on a particular model, even if I'm doing like, if I were doing like a black infantry division, you know, where most of the members in it had dark skin, I would still vary the skin tone as I go, because no two people are identical, really.
Right.
They can be close enough for it miniature work that it doesn't matter. But if you want to bring more life into your painting, then, you know, change it up a bit. Leave a little bit more of the dark flesh showing on one, a little bit more of the black brown showing on another, a little bit more highlight on one, right? People are varied creatures. There is not just a single way.
And Plum Crunchy says, can we use your underpainting tutorial and use any skin tone on top of that? Question mark. Even fantasy stuff?
Generally, yeah. I mean, it'll work. The only thing that I say to change is, you know, you probably on orcs are not going to use the green underpaint. If the skin color is one of your underpaint colors, it's a wasted step.
Interesting.
So if you're doing blue skin, you wouldn't underpaint with blue. You'd underpaint with like maybe a red or a purple.
Or whatever their blood is colored.
Yeah, that's the thinking. They're not meant to be the top layer of skin. They're meant to represent the stuff under the skin. And so when I'm doing fantasy characters, I typically am thinking, okay, well, what colored blood would this thing have?
Yeah.
And then if it's like blue, well then, you know, put some blue underneath the skin. But if you have blue blood and a blue character, that's a little wonky.
Yeah.
Typically pick a color that is not the skin color you're trying to paint and underpaint with that to represent fat tissue, blood, you know, whatever that might be representative of being under the skin on this alien or fantasy creature you're painting. And that's all make-believe. You know, do what you want. My golden rule is just to never use the color of the skin as an underpaint. Because it gets lost. It's a waste of time. It doesn't mean it looks bad. You just won't see it. It doesn't look at all, is more the issue.
It says you've used magenta wash on skin before.
Yep.
What skin tones you prefer for that?
I mean, it has to be one where it's going to show up. The magenta wash is going to be good on anything, right? Even African tones, you could do a magenta wash on because you could put it. It usually goes in the area between the first highlight and mid-tone, or mid-tone coming out of shadow. So as long as you have a bright enough color for that, you know, mid-tone, then I think you can use it on anything. If you're doing darker skin tones, it's not going to have much effect, but it can still be useful because you still have, like, around the tear duct and, you know, palm of the hand and between the fingers, you still have the same, you know, magenta style coloring. So you might, if you wanted to use it, you might go ahead and lighten up those areas more with the skin tone that you're painting so that you can get the magenta wash to set in there. You start to realize that, like, oh, this paint doesn't really come to life unless I do this. And then it just becomes a choice on whether or not you want to do whatever that is that makes it come to life. Make sense?
Yeah.
So yes, underpainting, great for all skin. Like when you do a particular skin, you might say, oh, this skin is going to be so dark that my underpainting isn't going to be seen, right? I'm doing salamanders. Salamanders have like an ashen, coal black skin tone.
Right.
Not what we would consider to be a current human skin tone, right? It's like volcanic ash. Well, volcanic ash is going to be hard to show any of your underpainting through without making it look weird, because if you do it so translucent that you can see the reds and the greens and the blues and purples through the skin at volcanic ash, then you lose the fact that it's volcanic ash skin tone. It no longer is. It's just a gray underpainted tone. So you then want to go back and do those colors over the top, right? You want to overpaint and glaze those colors back in if you go too dark on your skin. And there's nothing wrong with that at all. It really is just a matter of physics. What can I see? You know, what's going to show through versus what's not going to show through. Use what gives you the best outcome.
Now, is the end goal for this to be a really bright blue on this back?
Bright blue?
Yeah, it's
no,
like
it's green.
You're going up to a green.
Maybe start cheap in.
No, I meant after this layer. I'm curious to see where it goes.
No, I'll just highlight this. I want it to be dark.
Oh, okay. For a minute, I thought
Dark chitin over bright skin.
Yeah, I thought you were going brighter with it.
I do
like it.
No, I want the two-tone. The contrast is formed by the dark exo over the brighter skin.
Yeah.
And then I got to figure out like what I'm doing with like these shoulder plates. As I move around the model, it has a lot of variation, right? Somebody mentioned it's very H.R. Geigerish.
Yeah, it is.
And it really is. Different. It has a lot of bio mechanical style stuff, but not delineated in a way that forces you to paint it, you know, in banded layers of color or anything. You can choose to paint any part on this any color you wanted to, I think. Great design. Gruesome and great, just because it is so creative. I like models that don't peg you into thinking, oh, I got to paint that different than this. Like you could technically have this model all be one color, right?
Yeah.
You could very much look out into the insectoid or the mollusk world. Like you had said, you know, looking at crabs and shrimp and lobster would be good for this guy. And you could either do some really crazy
big lobster would be awesome
color, or you could do you know, monochromatic. I think that's up to you. Sky's the limit on something like this. It's got a lot of really cool shapes that take care of it for you. Even I think was great. We don't really have to do anything. Just start detailing. I don't want it to be that simple of a deal. I want to put a little bit more color on it. get more contrast built up.
Mm-hmm. Little Billy says, currently building and painting a Nemesis Claw team at work, and the brush-on primer is the best. Yes, Little Billy.
It works a champ.
I don't agree with you often, but there I will agree with you.
Every now and then.
Every now and then you got it right. Cornflake Justice, my Wizard's Butt arrives Monday. Nice. Awkwardish was mentioning that the Twitch app might be struggling, so if you guys have to keep refreshing your page, that or just go over to YouTube. Some other streamers were saying that. Awkwardish was saying.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think it's going on. Not ours, but like I can see the viewers go on, and then they all come back, and then they go on, and then they all come back.
Wow.
So
That
good old
sucks.
Twitch app. Does
Sorry.
Twitch break count?
Nothing
No,
we can do.
No, Red Spark.
Twitch being twitchy.
Hey, speaking of Twitchy being twitchy. Here you go, chat. You can thank me later. Because, guess what? We do a giveaway every week. Today's not the giveaway. Surprise.
It's not?
Today's not the giveaway.
When's the giveaway? I mean, there's only one day left, so you kind of told them when the giveaway is.
Well, I mean, if you could induce as a person.
Deduce, not induce.
No, it's
you induce labor.
No, I'm inducing.
You don't you deduce.
I am giving birth to the giveaway tomorrow. I am giving birth to a massive giveaway tomorrow. Jason, what are we giving away tomorrow?
All of the things, I guess, if you're giving birth to it.
I'm giving birth, chat.
Epidural.
Hey, there's no giveaway today, so that means it's tomorrow. Wink, wink.
He's just giving away when the giveaway is.
Can you do that?
You just did.
I think I did. But just for you, chat. I haven't even announced that. But again, if you were listening,
people are paying attention,
if you've been listening
the
to
maths.
the
You
last,
can be like, well, they didn't give it away Monday through Thursday. They only stream Monday through Friday. So by induction.
No, that's an oven, Jason. I'm sorry, chat.
It's usually a cooktop surface, but yes, I see where you were going.
You're a cooktop surface.
Oh, you're a cooktop surface.
So
Mr. Bingo Caller, mayor of Old Town.
Nah, man, I ain't no bingo. I'm up there rattling calves.
Rattling?
Rattling, Jason. You know, like I take them out, like rattle them. You know, I wouldn't wrangle the calves.
I need to go back to school.
Do you need to go back to school? Or
Yeah, because
do
the
we just
English
need
language has completely passed me by. I need to go back for a refresher course because I thought rattling was something completely different.
I'm rattling.
I thought you were wrestling calves. You're
no,
calf
I'm
rustler.
wrangling calves.
Wrangling.
Is it
rustling?
Is it rustling or wrangling?
Yes.
Spaznet giveaway on Jason's After Hours Saturday night. No. That's his last day with his mom is Saturday, correct?
I don't know. It may be tomorrow. She comes back in town today.
Oh, okay.
She'll be in town when I get home.
Nice.
She is getting in at like 3:30, I think, from Tucson. She was down there visiting friends. And so we'll go out to dinner, I'm sure, tonight. And it might be the last night I have with my mom.
There you go.
On her vacation here.
That's right.
We've had 2 days on, 2 days off, 2 days on, 2 days off, and now the last day's on. And I don't know if she's leaving tomorrow. When she left to come up here, she left on a Saturday and got here on a Sunday. No. Yeah, I think she left on a Saturday, got here on a Sunday, I want to say.
Oh. Sark, you said I won't be here tomorrow. I have a date. Oh, well.
Tell your date that sometime
date.
During that date you gotta tune in. That's how you test to see if this is the one.
When can we get a gumball machine style, a coin op gumball machine for paint? I don't know, Cornflake. That's an amazing idea, though.
Like in the store?
Just anywhere. Maybe let's get rid of the rack.
Hear me out, chat.
And just give all of our retail partners a massive gumball machine that you have to put $5 into.
And you get a random color?
Yeah.
Because you can't pick your gumball in those things.
I know. That's the idea.
Wow.
And you just have to keep buying them till you get what you need.
Wow. Then we open up. Think about the third
evil.
The market that will create with people selling their duplicates off.
That's right.
Hey, I really need a gold and yellow. Who's holding?
Who's holding? Derpstick says, what would What would the highlight color be if you were painting a power sword with ultramarine blue as the base? Sky blue, maybe?
What would the what be?
The edge highlight or the highlight color for ultramarine. Sky
I
blue,
would.
too
I
much
mean,
of a
you
jump?
could do sky blue into it. You could do white blue into it.
Ooh,
There's
white
not
blue.
a perfect highlight directly for it. Faded ultramarine works really, really well if you blend it in there too. It trends a little bit more violet, so you'll pull that part of the ultramarine out. But that works really well.
Awkwarder says, Jason, I adore Monumom. Thank you for having her on and thank her for coming in. She's delightful.
She's great. I don't know that we'll get to have her on at another time, which was my hope. If she leaves Saturday, we'll try to get her on tomorrow. And then she could do 2 giveaways in a row.
Yeah, that's
right?
true.
She did the giveaway last week, right?
That's true.
So we could do that. But I don't guarantee that that's going to happen. I don't know if she's leaving tomorrow. I would assume she's going to hang out here tomorrow because I doubt she wants to have driven back from
That's a long
Tucson
drive.
and then immediately drive back to Colorado.
Oh, she's driving to Colorado?
Yeah, she drove down.
Oh.
She's a machine.
That's a lot of driving.
Monumom is a machine.
How long is that drive?
11 or 14 hours? I don't remember.
Nah, wow. It's a
I
lot
think it's
of
like
hours.
14 hours. I've done it straight. It may be 14 from LA. I don't remember. It might be like 9 from here.
Monumom rocks. She's a great lady.
Chris got to go out with us to dinner the other night.
It's nice. If you're into that kind of thing. And I'm into that kind of thing.
Dinner?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Waffles.
Chicken and waffles. Lolo's.
Ogre, what's a good Martian Earth recipe? You are in luck because this Red Earth one from Baby J a while ago is awesome. Just FYI. Red Martian Earth. Here you go. Have a nice day.
Wow.
Blam. It's a great one. I love this one, actually. Ogre. Put some like blue and purple tufts on that. Get a real alien planet looking.
Blue and purple.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I do that with like orcs just to get them in that big, just like a vibrant earth, like extraterrestrial earth or whatever. Yes, Travel Cedric. Chicken waffles are awesome. Lolo's does it good here. They do it well. Psycher says, we have a place by us that has a chicken and waffle sandwich. It's 2 waffles with maple sugar crystals on it. Whoa! Hee. Sounds good.
I don't know that their breakfast sandwich is done that way, but Lolo's is just standard fried chicken and waffle.
They got some stuff
Betty's
over there.
boob. Where you get a breast. They have really crazy names. I got Trey Trays. Trey Trays is 2 legs and a waffle. Good place. Their sweet tea is like down home southern grandma sweet tea.
Yeah.
Make your teeth hurt. I have to cut it half and half with unsweet tea or I can see through walls.
What's up, Chuck?
It's that stuff that you do when you puke.
When you puke?
Puke. That's called upchuck.
What's up, Chuck?
I just told you.
No, I said, what's up, Chuck?
I just told you.
Up, Chuck.
I
Up
just
space Chuck.
told you.
What would you do for nurgling skin tones? Says Hoosier.
Anything you like.
Hey, there's your short answer. Quiblam.
I feel like nurglings can be whatever you want them to be, right?
They can.
They're demons.
What
do you
about
want? You
the
want
classic?
blue? You want like that nurgle?
What's the green?
Bilious green kind of color.
What I guarantee you, that's what we're looking for.
What do you want?
I think the nurgling green makes me want to get a model.
You want to get a model?
Yeah, some of that nurgle stuff. Yeah.
Oh, the new stuff?
Mm-hmm. I haven't played AOS in a hot minute.
Is it worth playing?
I don't know. I think if you have fun with it, yes.
I mean, everything's
I
worth
guess
it
that's
if you have
it.
fun with it.
I guess if I just haven't I actually haven't really played any games lately.
Have you played anything since?
No, since Blood Bowl about.
Yeah, since that Blood Bowl with Gabe?
No, honestly, I haven't.
Really?
I don't think so.
Chris, are you even committed?
I want to be.
Are you even
I haven't found any time.
committed?
I'm trying to think. Did I play? Yeah, I don't think so.
Have you done anything with Chance? You didn't get together and do anything with Chance?
No, Chance and I had plans, but then he got sick. I got to play some Blood Bowl with Chance. I know, Travel Cedric, got to make the time. I agree. I agree. What would be a good build up for jungle foliage? Things like ferns, leaves, and such.
Color-wise?
Yeah.
I mean, using just, dark yellow green, bright yellow green is great. You could change out the dark yellow green for black green and get a deeper base, which is really nice. But, I mean, those greens are just made for it.
And it back. Sorry, chat. I had to blow my nose there. 9 Redtail says, "Can I say to Jason, this is an awesome paint job?"
Why, thank you. It's I have no idea where it's going. We're investigating color as we go. I'm like, you know what? I couldn't figure out. At first, I thought maybe we do the chitin in black. Then I was like, maybe it's a brown, but I didn't want to do like I'm doing 90 million Conquest armies at the same time, and I don't want any of them to look too similar.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, because we started the Weaver Courts, and the Weaver Courts are brown and green. So if I've got this kind of greenish base, which is a totally different green than the Weaver Courts, but still green, I probably don't want to have brown be a major color on here. So I was like, well, why don't we just lean into darker green blues and keep with the monochromatic feel almost and see what we like. And so Dark Sea Ben is obviously the answer. The one of the new Wizard's Butt colors, what would be an emerald black, is really neat too. Mm-hmm. So we might use it on some of the stuff on here or on some of the other models.
Ogre, that is the base layer challenge for the Minis as Art celebration. But we have not posted all the official information yet, so that will be coming out very soon.
Website landing page nearly done. Nearly done. We're going to get some information out, and then we'll continue to update it as the weeks go on. We're going to have... we need to get the About Me page done too, Chris, the one that has everybody's face pictures on it.
The About Me, yeah.
Yeah, we have to have all the judges and volunteers pages on there too. Just thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of information coming out. We got a really good plan for where the competition goes, because the inaugural Miniatures as Art painting competition will happen in 2027. So you have a year to start getting ready for the major prize competition. We are going to run it like sport leagues. So you're going to have tiers of leagues that you compete in based on where you've hit the rubric.
Yeah. And
the rubric will be very well defined to show you that if you can do all of the things on this rubric to the judge's consent, then you're going to go in a certain league. So we'll place every entrant into a league, right? And then as you continue to compete, you'll be able to move up a league, down a league, hopefully up a league. But it'll be a lot of fun. Major cash prizes. This year we'll have cash prizes for first, second, and third of Judge's Best. So basically 3 best of shows this year. The judges will choose a 1, 2, and 3 for judges' favorites. And we'll have cash prizes for that, so it'll be a lot of fun stuff there, but just really fun. So like we were talking about the other day, if you were here, we're going to do stuff like, best use of green, best use of blue. We'll just come up with on the fly. Like when we see a model that speaks to us, we'll be like, oh man, that's such a good way to do that. And then we'll create a prize for that. Give away a lot of gift certificates, a lot of cool stuff's going on. So I'm excited.
Bakamaru, yeah, we can't stop the Discord notifications, so every time Twitch is being buggy, it just sends it to our Discord, so there's nothing I can do on Twitch's end. That's right, Lumberjack. November says, just wondering if there are any specific parts of current color range you're particularly looking to add with future paints.
We've got pretty good coverage overall in the color bands. I've got... Not really. There's some greens that I have that I want to do. Some reds that I have that I want to do. Like eclectic salmon. The dark and normal eclectic salmon are ones that I want to do. The highlights for reds. The native crimson colors. So there's more reds. This red is a color that hangs people up when they paint. So we'll come out with some of that. But there's really not a lot.
Yeah, Ogre, all of the information about the online challenge is in that link I sent. Now, the in-person thing is different, right?
Yeah.
The online one is for people who can't attend Adepticon. We want to make sure you have somewhere to go and actually do a very similar competition.
Yeah.
So that's
not
where
everybody
that
can go to the
is.
show.
And then if you're at the show, you will bring the minis to the show, if that makes sense. I think you said yes. Thank you, sir. Yep, that's it.
Yep.
But yeah, if you can't make the show, I'm telling you guys, go check that link out I just posted. It's the right here. Blam.
Working in tandem with the base layer.
Yep.
To do their first ever major quarterly challenge, and we're tying it in with our Miniatures as Art celebration.
Yep. Yep.
And Matt from the base layer should be at Adepticon in our booth with us. You can come and meet him and talk about all things base layer community.
Nice.
It's a really, if you haven't been over to the base layer, check the link that Chris put up. It's a really cool feature because he's basically on his own dime, just a guy in a dream. He's got one partner that helps him do software, and they've created this whole social back end that is like a Pinterest meets Instagram, that lets you just look at really cool miniature pics, and it allows the creators themselves to go in and create tags for their pieces that can be searchable on the site, and you have your own profile page that has all your projects in there. You can range things by project, so it can become like kind of a personal catalog of your fun stuff that you've done, but it's also able to be shared outward. And they continue to add more and more features to make it really cool and add new features so that you can do more with it.
Hey, Guitar Flat, thank you so much for that sub. Appreciate it.
Matt over there at Base Layer is good people. So 2 thumbs up for Base Layer. I've been posting a lot of stuff over there. A lot of historic stuff, not new stuff that I've been painting, but people have asked to have a bunch of the models we painted be cataloged someplace, and we don't really do that on the site because it's not a Jason's personal, mini museum.
Yeah.
So I'm taking some really bad camera phone shots of models that I painted in the past. I'll see if I can't get better shots of them over time and update all that, but it's fun. Chris has posted some stuff over there.
Yeah, I'm having fun.
I saw one of your Custodes.
Yeah, my Thunder Warriors. Yeah, I've been having a good time posting over there. Also helps me remind myself of certain all the paints that I've been using in there.
I'm trying to learn from Jen. Jen's been doing this fun take a picture a day thing this year, and she's holding to it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I should take more. I don't need to take a picture a day, but I'm like, I need to hold to being better about taking photos of models.
Yeah, I've been really enjoying my old, hand-me-down old Canon Rebel. So I've been taking pictures on that. Got an old macro lens off of eBay. Been really enjoying trying to color correct those. Has a very unique image. It's very, very soft. But it's also just fun to take photos. You know me, chat. I like cameras. Especially old ones. That's my new fix now. Coonzinator, do you guys have a suggestion for a base color for Spooky Deadish Horse Nightmare?
What do you want the final look of it to be? Dark or undead midtone, Nurgly flesh?
We did a stream a while back where Jason just found a random horse model.
Painted it kind of undead flesh.
Yeah, where that was a long time ago.
In a galaxy far.
No.
Far. Oh,
no.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry.
No. No
Sorry.
free pub.
Sorry.
Come on now. Son of a gun.
Sorry.
Here. Start on this one. It was on April 4th is when Jason did this. Dark and spooky. Oh, definitely not this, but I am going to share this with you anyway. Dark and spooky horse, Jason.
Dark and spooky.
Dark and spooky horse.
I mean, the blue black into black works really well for that kind of stuff. So I'm always a big fan of that. Taking a black base and then doing blue black over the black, and then adding in just a little bit of white blue into that as a highlight, and keep it really dark like we would do black cloak or black armor. Can be great. Super simple. You could do like what I've done here, which is great for kind of horror themes, is to underpin it with reds.
Mm-hmm.
So I've used red oxide on this model.
Yep.
Where you can see my shadow is a deep red. So I use the red oxide primer and then build all my colors over that and leave the red in the deepest shadows. This got a lot of red on this because it's a big model with a lot of underbelly.
Yeah.
But, leave a lot of the red showing. That can be good. Make it very interesting to do a black. The thing when doing dark colors, dark spooky colors that tend to want to feel like black even if they're not. I mean, the color that I'm painting right now wants to feel like a black on the model. It's definitely not a black. But it wants to be dark and grim, right?
Yep.
And so when doing that, of course, the problem is not making it too gray, but also keeping that color interesting, because black on its own, not really interesting. Black is only interesting in the color combo that you present it in, not very interesting as a color on its own necessarily. Doesn't have a lot of depth unless you give it to it with like red undertones and stuff like that. So never be afraid to base with a color like purple or red or dark blue, and then build your blacks up over that.
Call Me Molden saying, how long should I give your basing paste to dry before priming? And can I zenithal prime?
You can definitely prime it however you want. As far as how long, that's really like how long is a piece of string. Until it's not wet, you'll know. It'll stop being shiny.
Yeah.
It does take a while, though, depending on how thick, right? Because that's a product that, if you lay it on thicker, it takes a lot longer to dry.
Lumberjack says, so a friend of mine sent me a photo of a great unclean one for sale at his LGS. Not too long ago, he was telling me that Nurgle armor starts white and turns green because they're gross, and it gave me an idea how to paint them. I might start a GW army. Uh-oh, Tim.
Well, Tim, that's the whole way for mine.
Yeah.
Because the Death Guard looked a lot better as white, and I didn't like the standard yellow-green that GW adopted for 40K.
Yeah.
When in 30K they were white armor. And so that's what got me to do that whole, what I call bruised white, was that whole situation right there. So I'm a big fan of what you're saying. I think Nurgle's a great way to do it if you think of the white still being underneath and the green being, the gross, I don't want to say weathering, but the grime and the infestation clinging to the armor makes the green, like defiled trash.
Mo, take it easy.
Mo, you out?
Yep.
What's Mo got to do?
Got to bail. Enjoy your afternoon, everyone.
What the heck?
Just straight up. Out.
What the heck? Mo.
Mo.
I don't feel love, man.
Red Spartan says, would brown gray work as a good shadow color for slate gray if you're going to do more of a 30K Space Wolves color?
Brown gray work as a good what?
Shadow color for slate gray for 30K Space Wolves.
Yeah.
I want a warmer shadow since I plan to do white blue as the highlight.
Gesundheit. Yeah, I think it's probably...
Pardon me.
It's on par with dark warm gray. I kind of like the brown gray better. It's going to have a little bit more coloring to it. So yeah, it'll differentiate itself very well for what you're looking to do. I can dig it. Gesundheit, Chris. Holy moly. Chris is dying over here. I'm dying over here. I think I'm dying over here.
All right, I'm back. That standard Horus Heresy era wolves are like Citadel Fortress Gray, but I also have this question. Question is accent red, so is there a good color to complement that?
What are we looking to answer?
Yeah.
The accents?
A question is the accent is a red, so is there a good color to complement that?
Or why are we asking? So the accents on the gray are red, is what I'm hearing, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you want a color to complement the red for what on the model? What piece is that complementary color going to provide color for?
Oh, good Harold. Yes, red and gray.
When you say complement, what are you trying to add? You don't want it to just be red and gray. You want some other color for other details?
Yeah.
Like lenses on eyes or something?
You might have to restate your question in more of a...
Well...
Oh, here it is. The chassis is a gray, then the pauldron is red. Is there a good color to add depth or lessness? Yes, sorry for the... Okay, yeah.
Depth or lenses. Yeah, lenses, like eye lenses and stuff. I like yellow. The first thing that that comes to mind when you're talking all the stuff you're talking is yellow. Not too orange or you'll feel very monochromatic on the red, but just a good punchy yellow for eye lenses would be great. And for any kind of contrasting detail on the armor, like numerics or unit markings or stuff like that, the red and the white would be like a dirty white done out of grays would be really great too. Because the white is a good neutral color. It doesn't move any of your gray and red a direction or another. So I really like the idea of the white to help with markings or anything else you need to stand out with the red. But then yellow would be my big push for you.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that, Sazzle. Sorry.
What's that?
there's the Monubot, because Twitch is bugging out, pings everybody every time it goes in and out.
Spamming 7,000 people on our Discord.
Yeah. There's nothing I can do about that.
Ask Gabe to turn it off.
Turn that bot off.
Until we can get it fixed, because I don't want to piss 7,000 people off to the point where they start dropping like flies off the Discord. Yeah, have him do that and then have him post an apology that, you know, sorry, Twitch is having problems, kind of a thing. Sorry, gang. Out of our sphere of influence, so to speak.
There you go.
Thank you, Chris.
Falcon, I'm painting city-states and I'm looking to get a yellowish bronze for shields. What is the best way to go about that?
A yellowish bronze. Metallics or non-metallics? What are we talking? Is to be able to shift metallics, the best way to do it is transparent paints. Our transparent line will give you really good results if you just want to shift the hue a little bit, you know.
Yeah, Valkyrie, let us know.
Then the paint way down, the transparent paint way down, and filter it over the top of the metallics, and you can move your metallics to whatever color you want. One of my favorite colors in metallic, believe it or not, is transparent blue mixed with bronze. If you haven't tried it, you should try it.
That is, I've never tried that.
Bronze, it's a really good,
blue.
weird sea foam green metallic.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, looks really good.
I just want to put it out there that anyone who's not ordered directly from Manu, what a fantastic experience. Oh, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
We aim to get it to you as quick as possible.
Which you would laugh at us if you ordered during Black Friday, but
we had a very large
other than that
of
one
orders.
hiccup, we've been good for 9 years of,
of
uninterrupted, best-in-class shipping. And then we did our first sale.
Yeah.
And what a learning experience that was. Gabe is busily redoing our entire software for our shipping automation based on info we got during that whole Black Friday thing. So that's going to be a big upgrade this year, I think. We try hard to make sure that we can get stuff out timely and in good shape, and what you ordered is the big key.
That's always our goal. But thank you so much for that. We appreciate that. Sazzle's asking, have you all chanced to play Conquest yet? Not yet.
Nope. Just doesn't like hanging out with me.
Oh, man. I got nothing left, chat. That's not true.
I don't think we have a full army built.
I
don't think we have enough points for anyone, because I've been running this crazy model ADD issue over here where I'm like, oh, look at that bright shiny. We're going to paint 2 models from that one and 2 models from that one. And then I got 3 models from this one. And yeah, we have a complete Sorcerer King's army coming, and well, we purchased a complete Nord. The guy shipped it with all the miniatures loose, so we had to file a complaint with PayPal and return it. That sucked.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's it that we have. We have enough 100 Kingdoms built to play a game with them if we do all cavalry. I think that's all we have built is the cavalry and a few of the foot generals, but we don't have any of the foot troops built unless maybe Philip has gotten the Crusaders done.
Yeah, I'm not
Chris
sure.
is doing his best to make sure we have a full Euroni model or army built.
Yeah.
He's busting hump and has got quite a bit of that done.
You built the bowbirds, right?
No, I haven't. They're at my house though.
Oh, okay. Yep. You should give me those and I'll build them for you.
I mean, I'll bring them home, but there's a lot more models here.
I know.
You should build all those Weaver courts.
I was gonna build all of the Euroni first, knock them out.
Oh, okay.
You have another spider though. I don't know if I'm building that thing because you have to subassembly that one, right? You have 2 spiders.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be easy to paint with the girls on it. I just don't think it's possible.
Yeah. Cornflake, does anyone have the yellow-hued wizard's butt they're interested in trading for? You mean there's only 11 of those? Cornflake. Not many have them.
I think there were more than 11, weren't there?
No.
Really?
I know, because I didn't get one.
I have 2.
I know you do. No, I think that one was like our first test one, like doing it.
That was
Just
the
like a
first
FEB
ever
versus a
wizard's butt
test.
was the yellow. And for collectors, that's the one ring right there. Post Malone will pay $1 million for it.
I don't know. He might.
He's not nerd enough to actually play miniature games, I don't think. You hear me? You hear me, Post Malone?
He probably would be.
Throwing the gauntlet down.
I feel like he would be. I mean, he plays Magic. Well, I mean, to an extent, probably to spend $2.5 million on a card. If I had that kind of money, though, I'd probably do that.
I mean,
If money
yeah, sure you
wasn't
would.
an object.
Sure you would. Then you can take the boy out of the nerd, but you can't take the nerd out of the boy.
Right.
No matter where I've been in my life, sitting at old campfires with old, motorcycle heads, I've always been down to talk about Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I've always been down to nerd out a while, no matter where I'm at.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel it. Just want to say a massive thank you to Jason and the team over there for all the inspiration, outstanding paints that have helped me improve my painting 1,000%.
That's awesome.
Nice. Put
Thank
one
you.
of those at the top of the gumball machine. Spaznat, great idea.
Oh, we're back on the gumball machine now.
Beardsley Minis, thank you so much. We appreciate that.
That means the world. That is the single thing that keeps me going. Right, day after day after day is the response from the community that says how much they get out of just working with us. That's great.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you for taking time out of your schedule to let us know, because that means it really does mean the world. We post any of the customer feedback we get like that goes up into our Discord channel, our employee Discord channel, and out via company blast to share people's gratitude amongst the team, because everybody around here works hard to do that. From production to fulfillment, they all know that it's up to them to make sure the experience of painting is good, because if you don't open your box, get the color you want, if the color you wanted didn't do what you wanted, then everybody knows their part in that.
Yep, that's very
We
true.
take it very seriously. We make a good product, but we don't rest on our laurels on it. We make sure we check and double check and triple check and do all the right stuff to keep it that way. So it means the world that people notice it. All right. I'm kind of making progress, I think. I think. Maybe. There's like these areas,
Yeah.
but I don't know that I want to. I kind of like the idea that the legs are all one color family. I could color them differently. I don't know that I want to go too far into like all the chitin being different. I just don't know, Chris.
You're gonna have to find out, Jason.
He's got his little caterpillar feet.
He does have little caterpillar feet.
He's got cute little caterpillar feet. What would you do if you had caterpillar feet, Chris?
What would I do?
Yeah.
Oh,
How would it
man.
affect your life if you woke up tomorrow with these caterpillar feet?
Like, do I have that many feet?
Oh, yeah, you have like
Or
this tail.
Is it just two?
No, you have like this tail.
Like Queen Slug for a butt. That's one of Earthworm Jim's enemies.
It really?
Yes.
Slug for a butt?
Queen Slug for a butt.
Oh, that's awesome.
And she looks like this.
Seriously?
Yes.
Oh my God, that's awesome. I wonder if that inspired this thing.
Maybe. If I did that for real, actually, that's a great question. I don't know what I would do.
How would your life be altered?
How would my life be altered?
What would you do if you woke up one day and you were Chris Slug for a butt?
I would be very...
Well, caterpillar for a butt, because they are very different. Inquiring minds want to know, Chris, so give it some thought. No rushed answers. Critical thinking allowed.
I think it would be very difficult, if I'm going to be very honest.
Is it difficult because meeting people changes, or like getting around locomotion
so.
changes?
I think it'd be because...
I think you'd move faster.
I think you could move faster for sure.
Right?
Yeah. Yep.
So there's a bonus, like you start with a bonus, and then is there a negative? Like definitely the getting dates is going to change.
Yeah.
The type of date you attract changes, probably fairly dramatically.
It would definitely be a conversation starter.
Right? Icebreaker.
It would be something.
Oh, wow. You didn't mention that on your profile.
What do you mean?
The feet.
I
feet.
wouldn't.
Like when you met, would you put it on your dating profile?
Would I put it on my dating profile?
Yeah,
I
like,
think
oh, and by the way, I happen to have caterpillar feet. Like, would you put it on there, or would you wait for the meet and greet?
Would I wait for the meet and greet?
Yeah, like, if somebody were like if you're going for a job interview, would you have it on your resume?
Yeah.
That, hey, check it out. I'm also really good at inter-office communication. Because I can get there quick. I'm never late for meetings. I'm very efficient.
Yeah.
Right? Because I can be at my desk up to, like a minute away from where my time slot for the meeting is, regardless of where it is on campus.
I would definitely be moving very quickly. That's for sure.
You're getting it. See, these are the questions I'm asking. Like, I think that's a bonus. Chris isn't into this. He feels put on the spot.
I'm not put on the spot. I don't know how to react.
It's a simple question.
Huh.
I think my biggest worry is, how do I fit in bed?
How do you fit in bed?
Like, I sleep on my side.
Yeah.
Right? With one leg kicked up into my chest.
Right.
And the other leg out straight, like in my Superman flight pose is what I call it.
Yeah.
I sleep like Superman flies. Or like he takes off.
Oh, you sleep like Superman flies.
I sleep like Superman flies.
I could see that.
Right? So where would the tail go? Like, that's where the dog sleeps. So now I've interfered in my dog's lives because I had to have caterpillar feet.
That's true.
Was this something? Oh, and how did I get the caterpillar feet? That's a question.
That's
Because
definitely
it's like
the
you just
magic.
woke up. What happened? Did you meet a genie drunk? And the genie told you something like...
And you asked him?
The
asked him
genie
a
told you something
question.
like... You said like, okay, genie, what's like the worst thing anybody's ever asked for? And you go, well, there's one caterpillar feet,
This one
right?
idiot
And then
did.
you're drunk and you go, I wouldn't ask for caterpillar feet. That'd be silly. Like, what am I going to do with caterpillar feet? Like, he walks up to you, genie, and he goes, hey, I want caterpillar feet. And then the genie goes, done. Right?
That is a way to do that.
And
I
now
would
you have
say.
caterpillar feet because you were trying to be all smart, but you got carried away and the genie caught it. And so now you have caterpillar feet.
I think this genie, if he caught me for real...
If you're a high-rise construction job, caterpillar feet could be good. Like, this could be a big career change, is why I'm asking.
Of me, I don't know, chat. I don't know if I'd be into the caterpillar thing. Well,
Frigid Phoenix says other times you look like it. I do that too. I have to roll over on my back every now and then and just straight. I put my hands up on my chest like this. I interlock my hands on my chest.
yeah.
I am like dead in a coffin. Chris would be a ballroom dancer if he had caterpillar feet.
I probably would be. Sounds like Frank. No,
A Franz Kafka novel.
thinking of all the painting you get done in your chrysalis. Chrysalis?
That's your cocoon.
Oh.
Remember, caterpillars are like the imago, or is the
Yeah.
butterfly the imago of the caterpillar? The caterpillar is the imago of the butterfly. I never remember where the imago kicks in. But yeah, you have a future as caterpillar feet guy, right? Because caterpillar feet means that you might one day just go to sleep and not wake up for a while. And then when you wake up, now instead of caterpillar feet, you have wings. But you don't know this because it didn't come with instructions. So you just have caterpillar feet. So you have to be like, is it worth the risk that caterpillar feet might turn into wings? Because wings, now we're on a whole nother level, Christopher. What would you do with wings?
Flying. I would fly, Jason. I would fly right out of here.
Right out of here? Right out of my life?
Just like right out in general. Oh.
So if you had wings, you'd fly on right out of here. That disturbs me.
Well, I would fly right on out of here.
I feel like maybe
if I had wings, legitimate wings, and I was flying, I would fly.
I feel like you should stay.
Well, I would. Okay.
I don't want you to go.
The actual realistic potential of me getting real life wings is never going to happen.
Is it greater than 0?
Is it greater than 0? Yes.
See?
Yes. Is it greater than 0? I would say so, yes.
The chance of Chris getting wings is not 0, is what we're saying.
Yeah. I would say, no, it's 0.
No.
No, it's
We already
100%.
said it's greater than 0. It is not 0. It may not be very good, but it's greater than 0. The chance that you get wings.
That's true.
Right? Weird world, Chris. You never know what's going to happen on the morrow.
Haven't you ever drank a Red Bull? No, Tabble Jackson. I think I've like a
Hey,
couple
no
times.
free pub. Not for those guys. I decided I want these to be this color.
Yep.
Chris is very uncomfortable when I ask him if he wants caterpillar feet, which makes me think maybe he already has caterpillar feet doesn't want to have to reveal. He's been waiting his whole life, wondering if he should ever show anybody his caterpillar feet. It's why you never see Chris at the swimming pool.
I do go swimming.
Are you fast as a swimmer with your caterpillar feet?
I would say so, yes. You're very fast.
Are they webbed?
Am I wet or web?
Are
they webbed?
Are they webbed?
Oh, yeah.
Web caterpillar feet. Now we're talking about a whole new level of awesome. I would risk it, chat. If I were told, hey, you can have caterpillar feet, and if I say, do they equal then the chrysalis and the wings, and somebody said there's no guarantees, I would still risk it. I'd be like, I will take the caterpillar feet for the off chance that it becomes my opportunity to fly.
You would have to convince me that this was a good decision for me. Or this genie that I've
Well,
asked
it's one of
this
those
wish
it's
for.
like, what's the worst situation that could happen? You have caterpillar feet. What's that going to do? That's why I asked.
Yeah.
What's that going to do? How's it change your life, Chris? It makes you faster. That's not a bad thing.
What does it say about me? This is from that one Bobby. Okay. Segueing off of what you say about me, that I'm less concerned about what Chris would do and more concerned about humanity would do to him. Wow.
I feel like that's probably the better question. Would Chris even have an opportunity to explore the benefits and or detriments of having caterpillar feet, or would he be locked away in some sort of deep state experimentation?
Deep state experimentation?
Yeah, because you can imagine, like, they're all going to want to know what exactly happened to give you caterpillar feet. And then the bigger question is going to be, and do you eventually start to fly? Because then everybody's going to want to recreate the caterpillar feet on the off chance that everybody could fly. See? See what's going on here, chat?
Straight into Area 51.
So, Chris, if you were to pick a superpower, what would it be?
Oh, that's a hard question. You go first. You go first.
I always go to the shooting spaghetti out of my fingers after that comedy one.
Shooting spaghetti?
Yeah. I'd be able to shoot spaghetti out of my fingers. Want some
mine.
spaghetti?
Matt is hype says, read minds or fly. 100%.
I don't think I want the read minds. I want to be able to manipulate matter. That's mine. Like, I'm just going for the gusto. I'm going for, I can do any... I can't do any material. I have to pick it because that's like too much of a crazy superpower. That would be like God. You just said, I want to be God. You can't be God, but I want to be able to manipulate organic matter. Inorganic matter, I can't. Magneto does like inorganic.
Yeah.
I do organic matter. Because is it weird, chat, that I have this weird dream. Okay. All right, here.
Tell me the dream.
Here we go. It's Therapy Thursday, chat.
What kind of changes would you like to make in your life?
Okay, I'm going to tell you the changes I would like to make in my life because according to this dream, at some point I get pulled over by a police officer and I'm on the run and I don't have time for this and I'm scared. Like, I don't want to be arrested, whatever. The dream never tells me what I've done. But the police officer comes up, I look at him and I go, "Do you like butterflies?" And the police officer goes, "No." And I go, "Good, butterflies." And I turn the police officer into a cloud of butterflies and I drive off. That's my dream. And then it goes on to something else, but it's a recurring dream that I have. And it's very strange. Been there for as long as I can remember. And so I want my superpower to be able to control organic matter because I want to be able to turn people into butterflies.
You want to turn people into butterflies?
Yeah, like if you piss me off, butterflies. And now you're just a cloud of butterflies.
Okay.
There you go.
That's your superpower?
That's my superpower.
Is that a superpower or is that just is that a good or an evil superpower?
Yes. Aren't all superpowers good and evil? They have the potential to be whatever. Humans are not good nor evil. They just have a potential to choose their own destiny. So superpowers are just part of that. You can choose to be good. I don't believe in evil. This is a language construct that I'm changing. I believe in good and bad. I don't think people are evil. I think the evil people have always thought they were good, so that changes my view of that whole thing. I don't think they're good.
Stream got weird today. Bugs.
Butterfly's good, wasps bad. Ooh, now you're wasps. Your superpower is the power to make people stub their toes at 3 a.m. for life. Oh, man, now that is evil. I feel like that's just mean.
The villain always thinks
that's just mean-spirited.
That's true.
The villain always thinks they're the hero. Exactly.
I guess that's true. Sounds like Harley Quinn's delusions. Stream did get weird today.
What?
Got real weird. I
Have you not been here for one of these?
I was not expecting the superpower to be like turning people into...
Well, it's being able to control biological matter.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
So I can just take anything biological and turn it into whatever else I want that's also biological.
Yeah.
So it has a limitation, which all superpowers need a limitation.
Uh-huh.
Right? You can still lock me in a jail cell because I can't do anything to anything in the jail cell except myself. I can turn myself into like something else biological
Mm-hmm.
and maybe escape into like it'd be like Dracula turning into bats. That was his superpower.
Oh.
But he had to drink blood to keep it charged. I don't
Huh.
want that part of it.
Okay.
I don't like the way blood tastes. Tastes like copper pennies.
Well, it's
It's like dirty pennies.
ew.
Yeah. Don't suck on dirty pennies.
No, thoroughly thought-provoking today. Rocco, we got something.
Right? Polymorph spell? Yeah, you just turn into bats. Look, bats. Oh, rats. You put me in jail. Bats. And I turn into bats and I fly away. But see, you can imagine, like, they put Magneto in a plastic cell with only plastic stuff, so his superpowers couldn't do anything. They could put me someplace where it doesn't matter what I turned into, I could never get out.
That's true.
Because I can't turn into smoke. It's not biological matter. See what I'm saying? Like living cells. Smoke is not living cells. So I can't like turn into smoke and get out. I can't turn into air. I can turn into like an ooze version of myself or like a bunch of caterpillars.
Yeah.
Right? But if they hermetically sealed the whole place off, I couldn't get out. So they wouldn't even have to put me in a cage. They just put me in this big area and they laugh at me because I can't get out.
Okay.
Right?
But that's a superpower.
That's my superpower. What's yours?
What would be my superpower, chat? What would be what would be my superpower, or what is the superpower I wish I had?
Tired Moron says, stream is certainly interesting.
I don't know. I'll have to think about
every
this
now and then
one.
we go off the rails. It's very rare, but every now and then we do. We reserve the right to not stick to the script.
Yeah.
Which all of this is unscripted, by the way. But
Yeah. Yeah. I guess so we're pretty unscripted here.
well, that's the thing, right? DNA is still biological, so I could turn him into goop.
Jason, you're banned. I don't know, man. I don't know what my superpower would be.
You have to pick one.
I'm trying
Teleportation would be cool.
to think of it.
Like that.
Teleportation
What
would
was
be
that
kinda
movie?
cool.
Jump? No.
Jump? No, I don't know if I teleport.
No? Stopping time is always a good one.
No. Because here's my question with stopping time, because I thought about this. If you stop time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your time doesn't stop.
Does it?
No, because you're still living. You're still active in that time. So yours time doesn't stop. So every time I stop time, I am advancing my own time, but not everybody else's.
But that's the drawback a superpower needs.
I know, but that's a risky game.
Well, but I mean, if you're only stopping time for 5 seconds at a time, you're going to age slowly. But that's the cool part of the story is that by the time you get old, the people around you aged faster than they did, but only by little skips. And that's the limiter on how much you stop time.
Oh, man.
That's the conundrum.
It's playing with
right?
fire.
That's
playing
gonna.
with fire.
And my problem with stopping time is that what happens when you stop time? Does the planet stop spinning? Do we lose atmosphere?
Well, that's
Does
what
the
I'm
sun
saying.
stop
Like,
igniting?
Everything with it.
It just freezes time in that moment, right? But somehow you continue on.
Yeah.
So that's again, all of these things lead back to being very godlike powers because somehow you continue having light and time and atmosphere and gravity and all these other major components, electromagnetism, but all that was stopped. So it's very strange.
Huh.
Time stopping is very deep thought stuff. The writers for this season lost the plot. They made their millions on season 1, and this one is the lazy one where they kept inviting other people to come write one episode. So that's why you never know what you're going to get around here. This is the J.J. Abrams episode. Have you noticed the lens flares?
Yeah.
And the timeline is all out of whack. Yeah, if you stop time, don't you just float away? Did you hire the writers from Fringe?
Did you hire the writers from Fringe? No, we didn't. Which would be the ability to always know the perfect settings for a camera for every situation. That would be pretty actually very unique. If I had a built-in color white balance monitor.
That's your superpower?
That would be a fun one.
What?
Yeah. That's what I would do. No, so I always think, because everybody, this is what I've always said about the superpower question. Everybody tends to go, I want fly, I want laser eyes, I want this. Like, I want it to be just useful enough, but not powerful enough to make you a superhero. But it's a superpower. It's pretty super. If
Okay, but you don't have to get called to action or thrown in a jail cell. You can just be quietly over there with a power nobody really understands.
I know exactly what tint of
You're the
shade.
best. You're the best cinematographer in the history of cinematography.
No,
because of your cinema.
white balance. So cinematography, yes, but
you have to white balance.
But no, just the white balance part. There's so many other parts that go in that.
Why are you limiting yourself?
That's what I'm saying. That's the gap.
Why don't you just have the ability to see perfect color?
And know the settings on the camera to put it in.
That's
the superpower.
Okay, there you go.
But maybe I have
so
other flaws.
so you always get the Academy Award. People are going to get onto you though, and it's going to be a problem.
Or I would just skip a couple years, right? I get it and be like, okay, the color's perfect.
Oh no, this year I haven't taken any jobs.
I haven't. I'm just tapped out. Okay, Gabe.
You can smell things a mile away. That would be literally the worst superpower.
That would.
That one in reading people's minds, unless you could turn it on and off, right? Because we've seen like the problem in. I watched some of the TV series for Legion, and he had that psychic ability, and he heard people's thoughts and stuff, but he had it all the time. Wow. And I think he had to take drugs to keep him from hearing it all the time, and it just drove him bananas because you'd go insane and be a bad guy.
You would.
Yeah, I can't imagine hearing people's thoughts. That one bums me out. I'm like, nope, not interested. I got to figure out what we're doing with the rest of this.
I don't know. You're kind of so. Yeah, I don't know.
That was a lot there, Chris. Thanks.
I don't know.
Thanks for your input. That was good.
He did become a bad guy in the comics as Wirehead.
Legion did?
Yeah. Sorry, you know what, everybody? We got lost in there. In that, I was starting to think about superpowers. If you got painting questions, please restate them for me. Because I was starting to think about how cool it would be if I had real
caterpillar legs.
No, the color white balance thing. The caterpillar legs thing actually just totally mystified me for some reason. So I'm like, what if I really did have this? How would I?
I don't understand what your aversion to having this conversation is.
It's not an aversion. I'm really trying to truthfully answer you without just being like, yeah, sure, I'd take the caterpillar legs. You know what I'm saying? I want real answers here.
You don't want laser eyes?
Lasers out of my eyes.
There is, I want to say, oh God, I'm never going to remember the author's name. I talk about this every now and then again. There's a great comic book out there called The One.
The One?
Yeah. Rick Veitch wrote it. I don't remember the author's name. It's called The One. It's a great comic. It's basically one of the Superman tropes style comics. Right? Like, you know, you have the comic of what if Superman had landed in Russia? What if Superman was evil? You know, this is that the guy with the superpowers doesn't want it, you know, and it drives him bananas. Like the hearing everybody drives him crazy. He just wants to be left alone, and they keep trying to, you know, track him down because they want to know what makes him tick.
Yeah.
And so he goes nuclear just because he's sick of people.
Right.
Right? He's not inherently good or evil. He just wants to be left alone.
Yeah. Yep.
He doesn't want to be part of this thing.
The Lult says pigment powder. I usually use it dry. Seen lots of people mixing it with water lately.
Yeah.
Isn't that just making paint and defeating the purpose?
Nope. It's not making paint at all because there's no binder. There's no resin, right? There's no way to get it to adhere like that. So you saw me the other day. We put it on the legs of a Space Marine, I believe.
Yeah.
And put it on there wet and then wiped it off. Oh, it was on a Stormcast.
Stormcast.
Put it on wet, and that's a great way to get a very intense pigmentation, and you can wipe it off as it starts to dry or as it's wet. And so it can, think of it like dry noosh, except that it doesn't have any adhesion. It doesn't have any resin to it, so it won't stick without still going over it with a varnish. I mean, it does stick, because it will, you know, like any dirt and dust, it will adhere to a surface. But over time, it can wear off without a resin. And so that's why you put a varnish over it, like a clear varnish. Because that clear varnish contains the resin that locks it onto the model. The fixative, if you will. But yeah, putting it on wet just guarantees you get a
Yeah.
lot more intensity out of the color.
That'd be cool. Be interesting to see.
We did it on, where is that Stormcast?
Stormcast.
I
What
think it was one of
Stormcast?
these.
Was it one of those
Oh, yeah,
guys?
it's this guy. Right. So we put it on this leg wet and slapped it all over there. And then with my finger, I just wiped it off, right? And notice how now as I wipe it off, I'm not getting anything because I wiped it off. It was wet and the dry just, right?
Right.
But if I were to take like a wet Q-tip, I could wipe more of that off because it's just dry dirt on top of the model until you lock it in.
Right.
But notice how you can get like very much, like this is like walking on Martian earth and dry dust up to your ankles kind of stuff. So if you want to do something like that, you can, and by getting it wet and slopping it on and wiping it off, it makes that quicker. But you can put it on dry just as easily.
Blackup says, on the subject of new colors, there plans to do more washes, or is the secret sauce, the special sauce, probably going to fill in for a few of those? ?
No, because washes are totally different in what they do. So there could be some more wash colors for sure.
Yeah.
You know, like what I just did right now, a wash could not have done, but the special sauce allowed me to do something really cool with that and get a little bit of the vibrancy out of my undercoat going on here on the top of all these surfaces. So much easier to do, much better coverage, but not a wash, right? Works totally different. So yeah, I think we'll have more wash colors. People have wanted like a violet or a dark purple wash. We don't have that, so we could do something like that. I don't see a whole lot. Maybe another flesh wash that's a little more brown, less red, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Could be good. There are other things we can do for sure.
And King Tone says, sorry, I missed it, but what is the special sauce?
It is our answer to speed paints. And what we have done is come up with a product that will allow us to do everything that a speed paint or contrast paint does without a lot of the drawbacks like the pooling of pigment in weird locations, the inability to glaze over it very easily, basically got to know more than a beginner really knows about painting to turn it into anything other than that initial base coat, right? Ours is something that I think people are going to love because it's super simple to use like I'm using it right now. You can just turn it into a color that can give you limited opacity, go over the top of other colors to change it, but be a neat way to paint in your details rather than going over this with black and then painting a color over it. Now I'm being able to mix the special sauce into a normal paint. So the medium that we have coming out, we'll have 13 colors at Adepticon. One of those colors is limited, but 12 main colors at Adepticon, plus the medium. And the medium I'm using right now with just one of our opaque paints. So they mix with our opaque paints. They thin just with water. They are a very simplistic paint to use, but give a very high-end output. And I think will grow with people's painting journey more than the current offerings out there do.
I think
because
so,
they
too.
do so much more than just that initial slap chop kind of paint job thing.
That's a good way to put it. I think everybody's definitely going to see and feel the difference, right? What about putting pigment powders in Noosh?
That was asked the other day, and I would not recommend it, but I never say never. I mean, try it.
Go for it.
You're asking Noosh to do something where you take pigment off of the model, and with those pigments, they don't really want to move that way because they're dry. The medium with them is going to make a very intense colored Noosh, and so you could try it, and it is a medium that would lock them in, so there you might get some good results, but it's going to have a much heavier staining tint strength on the model than Noosh by itself would. Like, it's going to immediately put pigment on the model, whereas Noosh, you can put it on the model and wipe it off quickly and not get a whole lot of staining. This would make it to where it stains instantly, but then still moves around. So you get kind of a hybrid product out of it. Which, like I said, I don't think I would say don't try it. I'm always a fan of trying new stuff. That's how I learn most of what I do. Is just say, what if we did this, right? both with color, techniques, whatever. Don't ever feel like you're trapped and can't make something happen. Just don't try it on a model that's super important. Try it on a piece of sprue or something first. Just going through, I'm taking a lot more time on this because this model has so many organic shapes to it, but not all of them have got very good delineators as places where color would change. You know, insects, not all of this plating on the chitin has a start stop. And so I'm trying to pick where I'm not overdoing the balance between a dark armor and the light armor, but I do want some variation. I don't want it to be too boring one way or the other.
Idiot in the Rampage says, I have a bit of a hobby problem. I think you can help me. My area has been really dry, and I've been having a huge problem doing anything like wet blending because the paint dries way too fast. I can't even do any dry brushing because by the time I have the brush ready, nothing comes off. Since you're in Arizona, a rather dry place, a good amount of time, do you need anything to mitigate the kinds of problems?
We don't use anything to mitigate it.
No.
Painting with dampness on your brush is the biggest component of controlling the moisture or lack thereof around you.
Yeah.
Right? Paint is wet, but it is not wet enough to just paint with straight out of the container onto your brush. Your brush needs to be damp to add the component of control to the bristles, because the bristles need to load and offload paint.
Yeah.
And that little bit of dampness on the bristles allows paint to scoot on and off the brush better. And also keep it from drying when it's on the brush. So now when dry brushing, that's not always the best thing. It depends on how you're dry brushing. Obviously, if you get your dry brush damp, then when you go to use it like a dry brush, you get kind of sloppy application of paint. It turns into smudge brushing, which is its own technique and is very cool when you mean to do it and not very cool when you don't mean to do it.
Right.
So the biggest thing that I tell people is control the dampness on your brush. Use a larger brush. Sometimes you're limiting yourself by using a smaller brush. A lot of people will paint miniatures with small brushes because they're small models. But, you know, it's like right now I'm using a number 6 brush. This is a big model, of course, but I would use the same number 6 brush on a smaller miniature most of the time for base coating like I'm doing. So that you can put more paint on the brush so that it doesn't have the ability to dry up so fast. That's a big component of it. There's so many working parts to this question that there's probably not one great answer, but you might find one of them that helps you a lot.
Yeah.
Controlling dampness on your brush, meaning, you know, maybe you need to run more dampness on your brush so that it doesn't dry out so fast. And depends a lot on what paint you're using. Some paints start thicker and tend to dry faster. Some, like ours, are a little bit thinner to start with and will not dry quite as quick.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you have to adjust based on what paint you're using. Sometimes within a brand, paints act differently. Ours, people love the consistency, and that's why we built our paint line Procurl the way that we did, is because you have a very good consistency between colors. Most of our paints act almost identically, other than in opacity, right? The only thing you'll see is that some paints will be less opaque than others. But their flow and the way you control them on the brush is very, very similar.
Yeah.
They feel the same, even though they might have a different look. Matte versus satin, or transparent versus opaque, the way artist paints should act. I kind of like it with the little knee things dark. I said I didn't want to make like all the little knee pads and stuff, but this little detail as I pick it out makes sense to me. On the box art, their leg chitin is all done dark. And the model is much more dark than light, but I really like this light green that we have going. This kind of jade, yellow, red interaction. So I want to use that as much as possible because we did the test on a small model, and the small models look great when most of them are like this color. And this whole army is like, it's like my army with my superpower, Chris. They can control biological matter.
They can. I like it. I dig it.
He just has too many legs.
He has too many legs. Way too many legs.
What if he's waiting for his butterfly wings? Like, did he talk to the genie?
Yeah. He might have.
Who has started on their army men? Anybody? Have we seen any entries?
I haven't yet, but I haven't been looking in there yet.
I don't ever look until it's time to do the show.
Right.
This one I might cheat and go in and look in the Discord a lot because I'm interested to see what everybody's doing with them.
Reaper Jim, I'm never going to see you guys paint Death Corpse or Krieg of Krieg.
I have the ones from the Kill Team box that I want to paint. I don't think they're built. I think somebody built the orcs. Gabe maybe built the orcs.
I think Gabe did.
I don't think anybody built the Krieg guys out of it. Maybe they did. When we did that Kill Team thing, I let all the employees kind of go around the office and find models that they didn't have to invest in, they could just use. And I can't remember if anybody used those. But yeah, and I have better than that. I've got the guys on horseback that I really like. And I think I have, do I have the general on horseback? There's one guy that's on like a really big, cool steed that is like half dragony looking that I want to paint. So yeah, well, we can find a model that I want to paint. They have some cool stuff. We are very rule of cool around here. It's whatever I'm interested in at the time is what we focus on. And right now, it is obviously all of these Conquest armies.
Yeah.
For no other reason than
do
they're
have a
just
lot.
amazing models and take you away from the standard Space Marine and regularity of stuff. They're not boring.
Now, Jason, what about you got to paint the new StarCraft minis?
That's a tough one. Some of them look cool. The ones that are kind of like I don't know if it's their elves, but the ones that were when they were working with Games Workshop, the ones that were the Eldar.
What are they called? I know what you're talking about.
There's only 3 factions.
No.
The Zerg, the humans, and then whatever the other ones are.
I don't know.
They were the Eldar when they were working with 40K.
Yeah. Protoss. That's what it was. T-Schmidt.
Some of the Protoss models look kind of cool. I don't have any skin in that game. I don't care about StarCraft. So, you know, that one is one of those that the models have to be what appeals to me because I'm not excited about StarCraft. I never liked RTS games, so it really fell behind for me. I know it's a worldwide phenomenon, and people still do tournaments with it, but it just never really hit it for me. Do they have Kerrigan model yet?
Maybe Kerrigan.
I don't think I saw any of the characters yet.
Let's see.
I would paint Kerrigan. Is that her name?
I think
she becomes the leader of the Zerg. She was a human, but they left
Kerrigan,
her behind.
Something like that.
I like some of the movie stuff. I will go back and watch the clips from the game.
Oh, she does. Does she have a mini though? I just went to the website.
Yeah, I would paint Kerrigan when she comes out, if she ever comes out. I would assume they will have to, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, though. In terms of miniature game, depending on how they write their rules, she would be way OP. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I would paint stuff like that. Some of the characters. I don't remember who the guy was that was, he was a criminal or whatever, and they let him out and put the suit on him.
Yep.
Is he the main Earth character? Choose a cigar?
I think so.
I think he had been a criminal, right? He was like a lifer, and they let him out to fight again. I don't know. I don't remember a lot of that stuff. It's been a long time since I paid attention to it. But yeah, I would paint some of the characters probably. The normal stuff, I just don't care about it. But, like this model, in Conquest, for a number of years, I was like, yeah, Conquest is cool. It's just the models don't really intrigue me. When it was just the dwarves, maybe 100 Kingdoms, and the Spire, there was not anything that I saw that was like made me want to paint it. And now here I am with every army but one. So times change. your idea of cool changes. And it's funny to me that now I'm like, yeah, every single one of these armies really, really, really makes me want to paint.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about all of them, even the foot troops, which is very rare in games that have repetitive foot troops.
It's because they're also just big and painterly, right? Like you have
the scale is really nice, and maybe that's it. Maybe I'm just old and can't see anymore, but I don't think that's it. I don't want to admit that's it. It is really chonky, and I like it, but not chonky in a negative sense. Not chonky like too heroic, and bulky, and with too many details like so many, sculptors seem to go with. They just put more stuff on the model.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make the model more interesting. It makes the model more intricate. And those things are not necessarily hand in hand all the time. Intricacy can be interesting, but just intricacy for the sake of earning a paycheck by putting more stuff on a model is not.
Right.
In my opinion. This is a very simple model. Not in its engineering, not in its how you build it, not in the physicality of it, but it's a very simple model. It's ribbons, a suit of armor, and a sword.
It's pretty cool, though.
And it is amazeballs because the storytelling that the sculptor did and the design team did, the art director, whoever's in charge over there at Parabellum, just did such a great idea. Can you back out one with these?
Sorry, my bad.
Just did such a great design job with these.
They did.
As a regiment of models, these are just amazing.
Yeah.
Right? They allow you to be painterly with your color. They're not overly saturated with details, but the details are proper, and there's enough of them to do whatever you want to with. And if you're not a painter that likes to spend a lot of time painting, there's still enough detail to just do it quick and make them look good. Mm-hmm. And so I love them. Right? I think that most of their armies have something in them. Not all of them have a lot of things in them, but most of their armies have something in them that when I look at, I'm just like, oh yeah. I saw these guys and I was like, whatever that is, sign me up. Because they're like ragtag, clockwork, puppet, giant dudes.
Yeah.
Right? Because these are big dudes. And so I'm a fan. It's like, I love it. Even though normally I might not be attracted to something that was like Greek mythology-esque. I'm not normally. It's not something that I like Sinbad and the Seven Voyages of Sinbad, right?
Yeah.
I like Cyclops and skeletons and old
Frazetta
art and things like that. So I guess I do kind of get pulled into that world, but it wasn't something that for me, when I say rule of cool, I think I found a better phrase for me, which is love at first sight.
Yeah.
Because that's how we'll be judging the contest at AdeptCon this year. Is I'm
love at first
I'm training all the judges to look at the cases and go to the thing that grabs their eye. Don't ask questions. Don't think about it. Go to the model that grabs their eye and pull it aside.
Yeah,
those are the models that are gonna win something. Because there's such a power in that initial 2 or 3 seconds of wow that pull somebody in. Doesn't mean it has to be the best paint job. Just did something right. And I look for models that way. As I'm swiping through the internet or catalogs online, I'm looking for things that are like, oh, wow. Mm-hmm. And so like that big spider was, oh, wow.
It was a big
I
wow
love
factor.
huge spider models. I don't ever really paint a lot of them because there aren't a lot that are good. But the idea of them really intrigues me. And so when I found a big spider model that was rad, I was like, oh, and it's huge, and it's hard plastic, not resin. Sign me up.
It was, the plastic on these are really cool too. Some of the older models were a little difficult to put together, but I like them a lot.
What have you put together that was old?
Weren't the birds an old sculpt?
No.
Oh.
No, that's all the hard plastic, same.
Gotcha.
Same hard plastic.
Oh, because their old stuff was in resin.
Yeah.
Oh,
no, the characters are all in resin still. Like this guy is resin.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is resin. Any of the ones that you're only really going to have 1 or 2, they're not normal line troops that are character size, tend to be in resin. So all of their
they're good stuff.
Heroes or champions or, generals are resin models. But the resin's really good. The casts are really good. They're easy to clean up. They have quite a bit of flash on some of them, but the flash just comes off when you look at it funny. So it's not, and it doesn't leave behind too much chaff. So I've been very impressed with the quality of the sculpts. The old plastics, at the beginning of their company, because they started their company with on-sprue plastics for their general troops.
Right.
And the original plastics were a little rough around the edges. They still sell those kits, and the kits look good when you get them done. but they do have a little bit of like engineer. It's not the sculpts, it's the engineering of the sprues.
Right.
The sprues where the sprue connects to the model is very thick, and it doesn't just clip off easy. It leaves a big chunk of plastic on the model that's really difficult to always, if it's on a inverted curve or a convex surface, it's hard to scrape it off because it's just weird.
It is.
But, you know, they're still great models. When you get them put together, they're freaking great.
Well, and on the table, they're big.
Yeah.
You get to see your big stuff.
Well, I don't remember what they say their scale is.
38?
It's like 35 millimeter or 38 millimeter.
I think it's 30.
Some of their heroes change, but, you know, like you can see, like this guy is, you know, the same as a Terminator or bigger, right? He makes a Terminator look small.
Yep.
As just a normal human. This is just a normal human in the game.
Yeah, I believe they're 38 millimeter. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. But
yeah, and then what would pass as like a Terminator is this guy, you know, who's monstrous.
Yeah,
you know,
he is.
And so I do love the scale. I think all of us are fans of, you know, big stompy characters and robots and stuff. And while they don't have big stompy robots necessarily, they have big chonky stuff to paint. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
So anyway, you're painting a bunch of War Machine, and boy howdy, these models are complicated and over-designed to an insane amount. They are, and that was one of the problems, is that it was just like, how much stuff can you stick on a model? Mm-hmm. The designs can be really big, but I'm a big fan of what I call silhouette recognition. If you take the model and turn it into a 2D silhouette, you just turn it to the side, let's say, and then you just make it a 2D silhouette, I should be able to tell what stuff is. That's a head, those are arms, those are legs, those are wings. That looks like it might be a sword. You know, your silhouette needs to tell a story. And if you are a sculptor and you do not have an angle where you can silhouette your model and know what's going on, you need to resculpt it. I just say that to the world. Unless it's something like H.R. Geigerish, Cthulhu-esque, that's its own crazy monster that's not supposed to be recognizable. You know, there's a lot of like Nurgle demons and crazy things that are way out of there. You know, like this thing, if you took a silhouette of it from this direction, right?
You definitely...
You'd still know that things were legs. Oh, it looks like it has spider legs or scorpion legs or a bug tail. I don't know what's going on up here. I see little arms, but I don't know what this is if you can't see detail. But you'd still be able to know enough of what was going on.
Yeah.
There are some models out there, and unfortunately, from War Machine, which is one of my favorite games of all time, there are some models out there where we had to stop painting, and we were like, what is this? Like, I don't even know what I'm painting. There's just detail into detail into detail. It's like a highway train wreck.
Yeah.
Universal monster statue is Reaper Jim. Nice.
This guy, though, he's very unique. And tomorrow, just so that everybody knows...
We're giving him away. Well, not this one.
Well, we're not giving him away. We're giving away a consumption beast. So thank you guys for all of your patience today. We've been having a lot of bugs over on Twitch, so it's been like turning on and off.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not our stream. Twitch has ingest server problems from time to time. Yeah. They probably forgot to pay the electric bill.
Yeah. Plus, so we
apologize for that.
Yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah, Twitch has been buggy for a lot of people all day long, so I don't know what it is. Yeah, and when it stops, like the Lutz is saying, it stops and then ads start again, so that sucks. So I apologize. Nothing we can control.
We turned the Discord notifications off. Gabe found a fix, so again, sorry, we apologize.
Yeah, we didn't mean to spam you with that. Again, it's out of our control, but we'll hopefully, they usually get it back together within a day, so hopefully by tomorrow we're good. But it is the year of the giveaway. We are giving away a consumption beast.
Yes. Also, that link, just to segue off of Jason, if you go and click that, I've added those accounts, and somebody said it was broken yesterday. I fixed that. So you can go hit that link, go follow Parabellum, and you'll get some extra entries. Big shout out and thanks to them for sending it to us.
Yeah, follow Parabellum on their socials. You get extra entries into the giveaway for that, and they are so graciously going to send one lucky winner the consumption beast anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
So you'll receive it from Greece, not from us. They didn't send us an extra one. They're going to send it from their headquarters. But yeah, we're going to turn your information over to them. They're going to send it out to you, but we'll still reach out, get all your address information. We'll send it to them. You'll get your prize. They ship very quickly. I'm surprised how quick we get stuff from them. Within a week from Greece is really crazy. I get it faster than I get it from eBay people that are in New York. It's nuts.
They're speedy.
So they've been great so far. So we'll hope that they stay on top of that one. We'll keep on them as well. But thank you. Big shout out to Parabellum War Games. I contacted them and I said, hey, I'm painting a lot of Conquest. You guys want to give some of it away?
Yeah, well, Jason's been really liking them, and they've been very kind. So
Yeah, we have no skin in that game. If you buy the models and you love them, great. I've been having a blast with them, so I hope they're at least inspiring people to go out and paint some models. They have got me in a hobby streak that has yet to end. I am every day and every night just amazed at how much energy I have for putting models together and painting models because the variation and all this stuff is great.
Yep.
When I paint the last one, I hope they've created another faction by then because I'm going to have a problem if not.
A new faction would be cool.
Maybe I should call them up.
Well,
I have an idea.
Right.
But Wrath of Kings, yep. Dr. Howe, yep. We painted a lot of Wrath of Kings with cool mini or knots. Yep.
Yeah.
I loved them. I still have a lot of those minis laying around. That big octopus rider guy that we painted, there's a lot of those models that I really loved. Another great game that unfortunately that one went by the decided they didn't want to support wargaming. Right? They just wanted everything to be a tabletop game, which I understand from a business perspective, much easier to manage and iterate with a tabletop game as opposed to a war game that has to have constant rules updates and meta chasing and new models and all that. So
that'd be a tough one.
You'll learn a lot about it when you can do Zombicide and everything you reiterate is just another box of Zombicide with another thing slapped on it like Monopoly. Then it makes life a lot easier. But
yeah,
you get stuff Wirehead, you get stuff from the Czech Republic. We usually within a week. That's good. Yeah,
it's big.
But anyway, thank you so much for dealing with the Twitch issues today, chat. Glad to have you. Hope you had some fun watching paint dry with us. We didn't do a whole lot other than put the dark stuff, but this is one of those times where you might spend more time than you like or want to make sure that you get color where you really want it at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And for this one, it's making sure we don't overdo it with the darkness, but that we get enough contrast on it. I'm very happy with where it is now. I think I'm done. I don't think unless I miss some of the type of parts I was painting, I think that the rest of it we will do with, coloring on the folds down here with maybe a wash of something to move it to where it's just a darker version of the green and not have to paint another color on it. And then we'll just start highlighting and working through the details. It's going to be a lot of fun.
That's right.
So thank you so much for hanging out. Great questions as always. If we missed any of your questions, we apologize. We don't mean to. Feel free to ask them again or join the Discord and ask questions there. You have access to us and the whole community of over 6,500 freaking artists that are great for inspiration, answers to questions, just hanging out and making friends with on the internet. Join our Discord. Make sure to check out monumenthobbies.com and monumenthobbies.eu. Buy some hobby supplies. Keep us alive around here. We appreciate it. So thanks so much for all the support. We'll be back again tomorrow painting and for the giveaway. Remember, it's the end of the week, so we kind of there's you know what day the giveaway is because it's the only day left. So don't tell your friends if you want better chances of winning.
next week, though, we got some stuff coming up next week.
Oh,
I would be around.
Yeah, we have big giveaway next week too, and we got big announcements next week. So, and all the information for the miniatures as art experience at Adepticon will be coming out this weekend and next week too. So, big week of news, information, and all sorts of cool stuff. So, stick around. Chris is going to find you somebody to raid. Show some love in the chat. We wind up and enjoy your hobby evening, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Bye, everybody.